Here's a question about the domain of a rational function. Rational being the ratio of two polynomial functions. The function g is given by g of x equals x cubed minus 3x squared minus 18x. And the function h is given by h of x equals x squared minus 2x minus 35. Let k be the function given by k of x equals h of x over g of x. What is the domain of k? And so I'll get the answer. I'll go a little further, but all we really care about is the following. So we know that the domain, let me write this down carefully, the domain for polynomials is all real numbers, or negative infinity to infinity. There's nothing that can go bad on the real numbers for a polynomial function as inputs. But for a rational function, h of x over g of x, it is going to be everything except where g of x is 0. So we cannot divide by 0. Dividing by 0 is not well defined. So we basically can find the zeros of g, and that's what we need to remove from the domain. Now, we can go farther and determine whether those things become asymptotes, vertical asymptotes, or whether they become wholes or other types of things. We won't get jumps in this case. But we're just going to answer this question, factor and see where the zeros are. So let's consider g of x. We know that g of x is equal to x cubed minus 3x squared minus 18x. I'm like, dang it, it's cubic. I don't like factoring cubics, but I see that every term has a factor of x, which means I can factor out an x. And I'm left with x squared minus 3x minus 18. And now I can factor. That's actually really easy. Find two things that multiply to negative 18, add up to negative 3, and I get that this factors as x minus 6, x plus 3. By the zero product property, we know that g of x equals 0 if and only if x is 0, or x minus 6 is 0, or x plus 3 is 0. By solving these, I get x equals 0, x equals 6, or x equals negative 3. Those are the values I need to remove from my domain, and so let's see. That doesn't remove enough. That doesn't remove the right values. Negative 3, 0, and 6, that's the one we've got to remove. So the answer is C. Now, if you're interested, I could go on, also factor h, and try to see if these things are wholes or asymptotes. I'll do that, but feel free to skip if you don't care about that. So if I factor h, that factors as x minus 7x plus 5. And I notice, when I put this in, x minus 6, x plus 3. Nothing cancels, so we actually do get vertical asymptotes at x equals 0, x equals 6, and x equals negative 3.